IVM.
Namaskar, my name is Ashish Vidyarthi and good to see you here, dear friend, on Begin the Journey. Do you like to be held to account? Not many people like to be held to account. Frankly, even I don't like to be held to account. Held to account is something which people say, hey, listen, you said you will do that. Why haven't you done it till now? Makes us uncomfortable, doesn't it? But I'll tell you something very interesting about it. When you are held to account, you actually are reminded that there's something that you took on and you haven't accomplished yet. Somebody is just being your wake up alarm, wake up. You haven't completed what you said you will. Now, typically in life, we see that if somebody is holding me to account means I am smaller than that person. That has come out of an old habit, remember? Teachers used to hold you to account. Have you completed your homework? Then the school monitor used to say, hey, listen, come on, sit down. You have to be here on time. Have you completed your homework? So somewhere for us, holding to account is something which is done by somebody who's senior to us, somebody who seems to be challenging us, over whom we don't have any voice. We feel that we are smaller than the person who is holding us to account. So therefore, it could be a mother, brother, your boss, your friend. Whenever anybody holds us to account, we think that, oh, that means I'm smaller than this person. Now, I have turned this slightly around. How I see it is that consider you and I want to really do something for ourselves. I really want to improve this. I really want to improve my health quotient. I really want to improve my capability to communicate better, to become a better actor. All these are my personal trysts. These are things that I really wish to do to expand myself. Now, if I want to expand myself, isn't it a great idea that I can take the support of others? That's how others are for me. Others help me become a better version of myself. When I let them know, hey, listen, like for example, right now I'm in Dharampur and, we are chatting and staying together, a group of friends. And I've been sharing with Amla and Sunil, hey, listen, yaar, I'm not supposed to be having too much fried food. So, just make sure that. So yesterday she got some samosas and she got one samosa for me. I said, come on, yaar, Amla, why did you get just one samosa for me? And she said, remember, you told me no fried food. Therefore, I got something for you, but less. Not as much as you would have otherwise gorged on. At that point, I felt, why did I say that to her? But net total, I know. She's holding me to account on a promise I had made to her. Similarly, there are things that I have to deliver on time. And I let people know, hey, listen, just make sure that I have to deliver this. Just make sure that you remind me. Make sure that I don't drop the ball. Yes, my friends, when people hold you to account, they are just reminding you not to drop the ball. Each time we drop the ball, we have given up one more opportunity to complete that which is important to us. For me, being held to account is at times uncomfortable, but in the longer range, in the macro part of life, I really am grateful that people do hold me to account. Because as they hold me to account, they allow me to ongoingly go on that journey of self-improvement, on my ability to become somebody who's really, really better than I was yesterday. And there are many different things I'm working on. So allow people in your life to hold you to account. I promise you, they will become sculptors of that perfect sculpture that you are. More on that later. But till then, keep allowing yourself to be corrected and growing. Al Shukran Bandhu, Al Shukran Zindagi. Great to see you here on Begin the Journey.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It's been a really, really great week on the network. Let me make a couple of recommendations to you guys. Agla Station Adulthood, they have an extraordinary episode on relationships. Ritasha and Ayushi, as always, do a bang-up job. I think you'll really enjoy that conversation. Check out Edges and Sledges, where DJ Ashwin and Varun have been talking to fans from different IPL teams on every episode. It's a really, really interesting project they've taken on during the course of the IPL. And as it comes to a conclusion, I'm sure you'll love to hear the thoughts on the tournament as a whole. I want to mention Uncle Please Sit. They had a really great episode which dove into why is pollution so bad. And I think that given the circumstances we're dealing with right now, it makes a ton of sense to listen to that. Cyrus had a really great week on his show as well. On the Monday episode, he spoke to Raj and DK about all kinds of stuff. He was in one of their early movies. Definitely a fun conversation to check that out. And finally, let me talk to you about the Wire Talks with Siddharth Bhatia. We're very excited about this show. On the first episode, Jairam Ramesh is there having a conversation with Siddharth Bhatia about the legacy of Indira Gandhi. I think you will really get something out of this. Do give it a listen. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Remember the last vacation you took? What about the one you took 3 years ago? Okay, how much do you really remember? It's a question I've asked myself often over a decade of traveling the world. Hey, I'm Utsav and I do not travel the world for a living. I have a full-time job and responsibilities, but I have made traveling the world a priority. Priority enough that I negotiate extra leave in my job contracts, obsessively track my frequent flyer miles, and I'm willing to take off at the sight of a cheap ticket. Yes, I am cheap. I have lived and worked in 3 countries. I understand human behavior for a living. And these experiences have given me unique insights into places, people, and culture. With over a decade of travel behind me, I increasingly realized one thing, that we cannot see everything. So whatever we see, we must see deeply. Because as the film of memory decays, the imprints which will stand the test of time are the ones felt by the immersion of the senses, not by fleeting encounters with them. Postcards from Nowhere is an immersion into the world of slow travel, one story at a time. Tune in every Thursday on the IVM Podcasts app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from.